That's a wrap for us from Dodger Stadium. Bo and I will talk to you again tomorrow along with Vin. And now it's time to start Dodger Talk with Bob Harvey. Bob?
All right, thank you, Charlie. Well, it's gone from bad to worse for the Dodgers, who have lost 10 of their last 11. We're going to talk about the slide, talk about the team, talk about the front office, and I want to hear from you, Dodger fans. 866-933-9898, 866-933-9898. Your calls, and A. Martinez coming up. But first, we go back to the Dodger Transportation Center for the latest stadium traffic update. Good evening to Richard Turnage.
Thank you very much, Bob, and good evening to you. Hi, everybody. 110 freeway southbound just before El Segundo Boulevard crashed there. 2 cars in that fender bender. It's over to the right side of the freeway, and the outside lane is blocked. Again, that's 110 southbound near El Segundo Boulevard, right side of the freeway affected. In the valley, 405 southbound right at the 5. Accident there on the shoulder to steer clear of, a little bit of a backup as you approach. And 405 northbound at Golden West in Orange County, a crash. 3 right lanes are blocked. It should be cleared in just moments. Now, as far as the stadium situation here, very few cars left now. Almost everybody has cleared the parking lot, so that is certainly good news. And outside the stadium, the freeways immediately surrounding Dodger Stadium, no accidents. So if you are leaving the stadium at the immediate moment, won't encounter any problems there. Next, KFWB traffic on the ones at 11:01. Now Richard Turnage, KFWB News 980.
KFWB Dodger Talk, sponsored by the new AT&T and by Hooters Hotel Las Vegas. Sleep with someone you know. Book your room online or call 866-LV-HOOTS. Nissan of downtown L.A., where the customer is always number one.
We welcome you back to Dodger Talk on KFWB News 980. I'm Bob Harvey. I'm hoarse from cheering tonight, so please excuse me. Joining us live from the stadium is KFWB's A. Martinez. Boy, it just goes from bad to worse, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I know how you feel, Bob. So I just had that a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, and I don't understand what necessarily is getting accomplished right now. I know that before this homestand started, everyone was asked, well, what do you hope to accomplish in this week? Well, win some games, finish the season strong, try and give the Rockies back a little bit some of their own medicine from Coors Field. None of that has happened. Absolutely nothing. And I know that they want to see what the young kids are going to offer them, and they want to give them some playing time, but man, at this point, how about winning a game or two?
Yeah, it would help. And I mean, right now you're at 80 and 79, which means you've got to beat the Giants at least once this weekend to finish at 500.
And who knows if that's the case, the way this team is playing right now, and the way they're playing with their youngsters. I don't blame the kids here, because the kids are just trying to do what they can. They're trying to impress Ned. They're trying to impress Grady. They're trying to impress everyone. They're trying to show off what they can do. So how about maybe in the next 3 days putting in a guy that's been around the block a couple of times?
Yeah, wouldn't hurt to mix it up a little bit. I mean, you got Kemp with 2 hits tonight, Loney with 2, and Loney is just, I mean, what a story he's been in September, 31 RBIs. But you're right, maybe just to save a little face or for pride's sake, get to the 500 mark, and if you have to put Kent and Nomar in the lineup for one day to get it accomplished, do it.
Yeah, I just imagine if they finish under 500 with all the expectations they had, and as good as they were at some point during the season, imagine if they finish under 500 after being in first place, having their destiny in their control. Boy, that would be even more of a disaster than it already is.
Yeah, I'm thinking right now the numbers out loud. They've lost 10 of 11, and if they were to lose the 3 to the Giants, you're talking about wrapping up the year dropping, 13 out of 14?
Yeah.
Not good, not good. Little bit concerned, too, about Esteban Loaiza.
Yeah, you were hoping maybe that he could end his 2007 season on a good note. It was anything but. 3 2/3, 3 runs allowed, 5 hits, a couple of walks. And now you head into next year thinking, well, number one, the way he performed right now with the Dodgers, you have to think he's going to have to battle his way into the rotation. I don't imagine it's going to be a sure thing, especially if Jason Schmidt is healthy and maybe if a couple of other guys step up and recover from their injuries and have good springs. So you've committed a lot of money to Esteban Loaiza, and you want him a part of the rotation. But if this is going to be a little preview of things to come, boy, it's going to be a very sticky situation in March.
Yeah, plus Ned is on the hook for $8 million next year with Loaiza, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess one other final ad on Loaiza, finishes up the season with a 10.33 ERA after that great start in Chicago. Since then, everything downhill. Want to talk, about the mindset of Grady and Ned. I mean, it was kind of a foregone conclusion a month ago that there wouldn't be any sweeping changes either on the field or in the front office. Can we safely say that now?
I still think so. Regardless of what happens in these games against the Giants, I think they see the direction. We understand now what's going on. I think it's pretty clear that next year's team probably will be a little bit younger, but not necessarily will be worse, because these youngsters have a little bit of a track record. They've had success. So yeah, you could think, okay, sophomore jinx. You could think what's going to be like when pitchers start adjusting to these guys, but at the same time, they do have a lot of talent. They've been touted for a long time, and why not make it next year when they finally take over?
So you could see that next year as maybe not a full-fledged youth movement, but certainly a majority of the members of the starting lineup would be of the younger generation.
Yeah. So it's not a youth movement in the way the Marlins had a youth movement with all those rookies. It's you've got some young players, but they're not young in experience anymore.
Guys like Rafael Furcal, who we know will be back next year, has had an injury-plagued season, first the ankle and now with the back, and probably won't play again this season. A guy like him, you know him well. Is he likely to really take this to heart and bounce back next year?
Oh yeah, he's the one player that I could say plays through every possible injury. I mean, it really takes something serious to knock him out. That's why I'm glad that Grady earlier today shut him down for the rest of the year. He's not going to play in any of these three games. Neither is Tony Abreu, and Jeff Kent is questionable whether he's going to get in there. Probably, though, maybe at least one game or an appearance just to go out there for the fans. But yeah, Rafael Furcal grinds through every possible thing, never complains publicly. Even privately, you got to just grab it out of him because he doesn't want to say that anything's bothering him. So yeah, he's going to spend a nice off season getting healthy, getting ready to go. And with this being the last year of his contract in 2008, I got to imagine that he's very motivated to have a very, very good season.
Well, and I guess too, this could be filed under the horses already out of the barn, so to speak. But have the rookies, not the rookies, the youngsters and the veterans, have they made peace now that the Dodgers are out of the race?
I don't know about that. I don't know necessarily if there has been a meeting or anything like that where they would air anything out. I know they had one in Arizona, but since then I think they're leaving it at where it is, and for a lot of the veterans, there's only a few days left, so why try to mend anything that doesn't need to be mended for next year?
Right, exactly. Well, it's puzzling to me the drastic drop of the Dodgers. We mentioned losing 10 of 11. So having said that, what can we expect from the Dodgers against the Giants? I mean, this isn't like the old rivalry. We're probably not going to see Barry Bonds at all this weekend. What can we look forward to from the Dodgers?
For this 3 games, I got to imagine. I know it's not the same old rivalry, but it's still the Dodgers and Giants. The fans are going to be out there. They're hoping to see Barry. Barry's probably not going to play, and I'm hoping somehow, some way, people change their mind about that and just give him at least maybe just one game. I'll take one game as opposed to one at-bat somewhere in this series, just so everyone can just let loose on him again. He loves it. The fans love it. It's an experience for everyone. So I hope we see Barry Bonds one last time. And then for the Dodgers, you know what? Why not get in Luis Gonzalez, get in Nomar Garciaparra, give these guys a start? I mean, I know that the kids are going to be the future stars, but the fans also want to see the people that they've gotten accustomed to as well. I know Luis Gonzalez has only been here a year, but everyone likes him, and they want to give him one last round of applause. Why not give those two guys that?
All right. One last question about the bullpen. I can understand Jonathan Malone struggling, brought up quickly through the ranks, gave up 4 runs tonight, but what's the deal with Scott Proctor?
Yeah, you know what? He goes hot and cold a little bit. There are times where he's throwing 97 miles an hour and blowing people down, and sometimes it all leaves him. So yeah, maybe it could be that it's the end of the season, and now since there's not much to play for, you don't focus as much. And I hate to say that because every baseball player's a professional. I'm going to say they're always focused, but it's human nature.
Oh, sure.
You know, it's the last few days of school. You're not really thinking about what you have to do in the classroom, especially if you're a senior. You're thinking about summer vacation and what you're going to do next. So that's I think more of what's going on with Proctor, maybe other people as well.
If they make the playoffs, Colorado Rockies, in your opinion, because I think they could go all the way to the World Series. How about you?
Only because they're so hot right now. The Cardinals did the same thing last year. They got smoking hot at the end and rode that into the World Series. So, yeah, as long as you qualify, and especially since they've been playing like their lives have depended on it for 2 weeks, I wouldn't be surprised if they could maybe carry it on for another 2 weeks.
All right, sounds good. Great job. Thanks, A. We'll talk with you tomorrow before Game 1 of the Dodgers and Giants series here on KFWB. First pitch at 7:40. KFWB News Time is 11:01. Time again for a traffic update from the Dodger Stadium Transportation Center. Here's Richard Turnage.
Thank you, Bob. It is looking like we're all clear now here at Dodger Stadium as far as cars leaving the parking lots. In real good shape, and as I mentioned, still no accidents on the freeways immediately surrounding Dodger Stadium if you're one of the last few to leave. Now, on the 710, we are getting word of Caltrans work, and as they set up, a little bit of a logjam. This is on the 710 northbound at Firestone. Looks like a couple of lanes on the left side of the freeway are being coned off now, so Caltrans can do some overnight road work. If you happen to be heading on the Long Beach Freeway there, use caution. 110 southbound near El Segundo, a two-car crash a little bit earlier. The right lane blocked at last check, so heads up there as well. And in the San Fernando Valley, 405 freeway southbound at the 5, an accident there. That's a minor mishap on the right shoulder, but again, as we always say, be extra careful. KFWB Traffic is sponsored by Carrier, the experts in heating and cooling. It's Carrier Cool Cash time. Through November 16th, get up to a $1,200 rebate on a new Infinity system with Infinity Air Purifier. Call 1-800-CARRIER for a participating dealer near you. Carrier, turn to the experts. Next, KFWB, traffic on the ones at 11:11. I'm Richard Turnage, KFWB News 980.
Hi, this is Rick Mundy, and I want to tell you about my friends at Nissan of Downtown L.A. I recently got my Murano from Nissan of Downtown L.A., and it is the place to go for your new Nissan. Nissan of Downtown L.A. is in hot pursuit of becoming the #1 Nissan store in L.A. and currently celebrating their bottom line model year-end sales event with extravagant savings on Nissan products, Altima, Versa, and Sentra. Also right now, Nissan of Downtown L.A. has rebates up to $5,000 on select new Nissan products, 0.9% APR financing, and no payments for 90 days. Nissan of Downtown L.A. is moving out all 2007 models in stock and drastically reducing pricing. So before you buy or lease a new Nissan, call Nissan of Downtown L.A. at 323-4NISSAN, located on the corner of Figueroa and Washington, just south of Staples Center. Call Nissan of Downtown L.A. today at 323-4NISSAN. That's 323-4NISSAN.
Who knows where you can get a great deal on a new Chevrolet? At Sierra Chevrolet in Monrovia,
the Panda knows.
And right now, the Panda is telling everyone about Sierra Chevy's deal on a 2007 Tahoe LS at a sale price of $38,888. And after a $5,000 total factory rebate, net cost to you of $25,888. That's a net cost of $25,888. And now that you've heard from the Panda, it's time to make your move to Sierra Chevrolet of Monrovia. Just take the Mountain Avenue exit of the 210 freeway in Monrovia at the Giant Panda. Who knows where you can get a great deal on a new Chevrolet? At Sierra Chevrolet in Monrovia,
the Panda knows.
Chevrolet, an American revolution. Rebate in lieu of special GMAC financing. All prices plus government fees and taxes. Any finance charges, any dealer document preparation charge, and any emission testing charge. Subject to prior sale. One at this net cost. 268,305. Expires 10/107.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the beautiful Morongo Casino Resort and Spa,
Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions proudly presents Fight Night, Friday, September 28th, featuring WBO World Junior Featherweight Champion Daniel Ponce de Leon with an impressive 32-1 record with 29 big knockouts. He'll be taking on Reynaldo Lopez with a record of 28-4-2, 19 by knockout, plus an exciting undercard.
Hi, I'm Oscar De La Hoya. Join me in person Friday, September 28th at Morongo Casino Resort and Spa as I kick off Golden Boy Promotions Live Boxing. Golden Boy is proud to partner with Morongo to bring the best boxing action to Southern California. See you there.
Live Friday, September 28th. Fight Night. Only at the beautiful Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster or at the Morongo box office. Call 866-328-2024.
Hey, Tanya Roberts here, and I want to know, where are you going on your next romantic getaway? Well, how about 3 days and 2 nights in Las Vegas? And what about you don't pay a dime for it? That's right. Act like a high roller in Vegas and pay nothing for it. It's all part of our celebration of Vegas's newest 5-star resort, Tahiti Village. We want you to get out of Dodge, stir up a little romantic magic in the most exciting city on earth with a complimentary second honeymoon, all on Tahiti Village. Come on. You know you deserve it. You know you want it. Las Vegas is calling. So stop what you're doing and call the special toll-free number. Just call 866-38-GO-NOW. That's 866-38-GO-NOW. Oh, and as a bonus, if you call right now, they're going to throw in tickets to a hot show right on the Strip. Can we say high roller treatment, baby? So call 866-38-GO-NOW. That's 866-38-GO-NOW. Call now.
KFWB Dodger Talk is sponsored by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. The LA County Sheriffs are hiring. Call 1-800-A-DEPUTY or visit LASD.org. Jiffy Lube, the well-oiled machine. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealer.
Fly ball, right center field, and deep, way back there, and a diving attempt by Spilborg. It kicks off his glove. Kemp rounding third. He's on his way home. Arriving at third base with a triple is Loney. It's a 3-1 Rocky lead. James Loney continues his relentless tear in the month of September with his 29th run batted in.
And James Loney just getting started. He had 2 more RBIs tonight, giving him 3 on the night. 31 in the month of September, the most by any big leaguer. What a month for James Loney. Welcome back to Dodger Talk on KFWB News 980. I'm Bob Harvey. If you will, just excuse the voice. It's been, 159 games and 3 left to go, so I know we're going to kind of limp to the finish line, but we'll make it. First up tonight on the Dodger Talk lines, Kate from Los Angeles. And, Kate, I'm not believing what I'm seeing. Hello, Kate.
Hello?
Yes, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. What do you think of this finish, huh?
Well, it was like, other than James Loney, it's like Little League playing against the pros.
Rockies are real hungry, and the Dodgers just look like they want to go home.
Well, it's not just that. It's just, we know this season is over, but it's like they have all this great lineup.
Oh, they do?
And we have, other than James and maybe Matt Kent, we don't have anything.
I was looking, Kate, here. Let me jump in and give you some stats. Garrett Atkins, who had a huge night tonight, 4 for 4, had the home run, had 2 RBIs. He's got 107. Brad Hopp had 4 RBIs tonight. He's got 111. And I haven't even gotten to Matt Holliday, who's also well over 100 RBIs on the year. In fact, coming in here tonight, 132 RBIs.
I know they have like at least 4 or 5 guys that have that. We don't even have one.
No. Russell Martin is the closest.
So here's the thing. The other day you were talking about how much money the Dodgers have to spend.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I work in the real estate business with wealthy people, and you could have all the money in the world and not have good taste.
Well, sure.
And so that's what this front office is like. They have all this money that they can spend, but they don't spend it wisely.
Well, there was a story in the paper a couple of days ago, and one of the writers, I can't remember now if it was Bill Plaschke or T.J. Simers, but one of them in their story had called the Dodgers and wanted to speak to Mr. McCourt about the season, the way things had kind of dramatically fallen off, if you will. And he said, I'm not going to make a comment until after the year. This is the time, I think, just my opinion, that if you were the owner of the team, you'd want to step up and say, fans, I know this isn't what you wanted. I know this isn't what you expected, but we're going to, come back with a blueprint and a firm plan for next year. And here's what we're going to do. But we haven't heard that. All we're getting now is loss after loss.
We thought everybody, wanted to rush Podesta out of town, but at least the one thing with him is he didn't waste money.
No.
And so I think I just have no faith that Ned knows what he's doing. This last one with Loaiza, this is as bad as Jason Smith.
Well, you had one at the beginning and one at the end, and the numbers don't lie, Kate, for Loaiza.
How does he? If this was his money, would he be spending $8 million on a pitcher who? What he does is he loves people that have had Loaiza won 21 games. That was 4 years ago.
Well, and I think what happened tonight, if you notice Loaiza when he was running out that ground ball, talk about dogging it. He went up the line, almost.
Oh, he didn't want to tire himself out to give up those home runs.
Well, he's still favoring the knee, so if that's the case, why are you starting him?
I have no idea. But, I mean, for that, we could have kept Tomko.
Right.
I mean, he's no worse than this.
No.
And cheaper.
Actually, he was better than this. A 10.33 ERA for Loaiza.
And the other thing about next year is, I mean, just pray this isn't true. Even though I know he's good, the rumor out there is Matt Kemp for Johan Santana.
Well, that's one of them I've heard.
Else.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that is not something they need to do because that's not what they really need.
Well, they
really need a hitter.
They need to explore the Miguel Cabrera angle, if you want my opinion.
Yeah, except I love him as a hitter, but he's a terrible fielder.
Yeah. Well, I would take the bat and just know that you're going to have to eat a couple of errors over there. But you're right. But
they can't get rid of Matt Kemp yet. I mean, the guy is just starting. He needs some time.
Well, based on what I've seen the last 2 weeks or the last month of the season, heck, we could even go back to the All-Star break. The Dodgers have a lot more holes than I thought.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and I'm not so sold on this little shortstop. I mean, I want someone like Tulowitzki. I don't want some little junior.
Well, he's not a bad player, but he's not yet anyway, Tulowitzki. But what a great shortstop he's got.
I mean, they just have so many guys like that.
Oh, they do.
And one other thing, Bob. The other thing is that next year, I know we have, from what the starting rotation is, unless I don't know whether they're thinking about Randy Wolf, but we don't have a left-hander. I mean, they can't have a rotation of all right-handers.
Well, they've done it before, but ideally you'd like to have.
Idea.
Yeah, right, exactly. You'd like to have.
And let me just say that I think the Rockies and the Phillies are the ones to beat.
It's going to be interesting.
I think I'd love to see the Rockies and Phillies get in because the Phillies really deserve it to me.
Well,
the Mets have really slid, and I just think the Phillies, I mean, they have at least three great hitters.
I agree. Kate got to run, but thank you.
Anyway, thanks, Bob. Hope you feel better.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, Kate from Los Angeles joining us tonight on Dodger Talk. KFWB News Time, 11:11. Getting right out to those freeways. Traffic on the ones. Here's Richard Turnage.
Thank you, Bob. In Orange County, just getting word of a bad wreck and several lanes blocked on this. 91 westbound before the 55. Injury crash. 3 traffic lanes are blocked on the left side of the freeway. All kinds of emergency personnel being summoned to that area. Use caution here. 91 westbound before the 55 in the OC. 10 freeway westbound past Crenshaw crash. Car smashed into the center divider and then bounced across all traffic lanes. Ended up in the right lane. Highway Patrol just pulling up to that area. So that is going to be a definite logjam in the immediate area here. 10 west of Crenshaw. 405 southbound of the 5 in the San Fernando Valley, an accident right side of the freeway. They're still tending to that. Be careful. And 110 southbound before El Segundo Boulevard. 2-car crash. Right lane blocked for a time. They're clearing it now, but there may still be a little pinch of slowing through that stretch. Again, all clear here at Dodger Stadium. Next, KFWB traffic on the ones at 11:21. I'm Richard Turnage, KFWB News 980.
Is this your world? Cubicles, leaky faucets, jalapeno poppers, commutes, exchanges at the water cooler, reruns, and mowing the lawn every weekend. Well, our world is 4-star hotel rooms, romantic walks on the Seine, a safari in Kenya, tapas on the Mediterranean, sunrises, sunsets, all across the globe. Luckily for you, our world is on sale. This fall, escape your world and visit ours by taking advantage of the British Airways worldwide sale. Flights start as low as $239. Plus, receive 15% off accommodations, rental cars, or attractions offered by BA when you book a round-trip flight to cities all over the globe by September 27th. Book now at BA.com. Fares each way based on round-trip purchase from LAX, excluding government fees and taxes of approximately $165 and $2.50 September 11th security fee. Fares from other gateways may be higher. 15% discount towards ground products offered by BA based on new purchase of round-trip flight during the promotional period. Other significant restrictions apply. Visit BA.com.
Now this commercial message from the National News Syndicate.
This is Bonnie Churchill reporting. No wonder Harrison Ford is happy to be working as Indiana Jones in the new film. The first 3 have generated more than $1 billion plus at the box office. Add the 2003 DVD box set, and you have also the best-selling DVDs of all time. Ford is knee-deep in shooting Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. You can be sure he's still wearing his trademark hat and carrying that famous bullwhip around as he he did in the 3 previous films. Ford is still doing most of his own stunts, but they are getting pretty involved. It should make a terrific film. This one has Kate Blanchett as his leading lady. Also Karen Allen. She played Marion Ravenswood in the first one, Indiana Jones and the Lost Ark of the Covenant. George Lucas sent a beautiful book on Indiana Jones. It spells out how popular Indy is and what archaeology scholars think of him. Seems he made them more glamorous and their work fascinating. This is Bonnie Churchill, Coast to Coast.
Have you ever looked at the view from the top of a bridge? To position yourself squarely between here and there, point A and point B, the place realized, and the potential ahead. At East West Bank, that's where we live every day, helping our business clients across the divide from what is known to what is possible. Our experience in California's business communities and beyond to Greater China gives us a business perspective and flexibility not found elsewhere. At East West Bank, our goal is to act as your financial bridge to wherever you want to go, to take you from good to great. To get there, we will tailor a plan for your success. You'll receive the attention of senior management who will work to understand your business, going beyond the expected to deliver outstanding results. At East West Bank, we want you to look at the view from where you are and know you can achieve your goals with us. East West Bank, your financial bridge. Member FDIC.
Got a question. What's the worst thing about buying a used car? Could it be the uncertainty of not knowing what you're really getting? Bingo! Now I have an answer. Honda certified used cars. They're well-maintained late-model Hondas. Each undergoes a 150-point inspection, then is backed with an incredible 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and a 12-month, 12,000-mile limited non-powertrain warranty. Did the comfort level just go up in here? Thought so. Honda certified used cars. It's the next best thing to new.
See dealer for limited warranty details.
You wake up. Your house is empty. Your family has disappeared. There is no explanation and no time for goodbye. Read No Time for Goodbye by Linwood Barclay. The book Tess Gerritsen calls one of the best thrillers of the year. Michael Connelly raves, No Time for Goodbye just flies off the page. You won't get up until you've turned the last page. You don't want to miss No Time for Goodbye by Linwood Barclay, a Bantam hardcover.
KFWB Dodger Talk is sponsored by Power Toyota Cerritos. On the driver's side, Motel 6. For the lowest rate of any national chain, call 1-800-4-MOTEL-6. And Carino's Italian Grill. Visit Carinos.com for locations near you. Carinos, not your garden variety Italian.
The upstart Coloradans, a swing and a ground ball wide of third. Atkins picks it up, throws across the diamond. Martin is out, but Loney comes in to score, and it makes it 3-2 for Russell Martin, his 86th run batted in of the season.
Not enough for the Dodgers tonight as they fall to the Rockies by a score of 10-4, and Colorado has back-to-back sweeps of the Dodgers now, 3 here and 4 last week in Colorado. Welcome to Dodger Talk on KFWB News 980. I'm Bob Harvey, and our phone number is 866-933-9898. Back to the phones we go, and next up is Brian from Anaheim. Brian, welcome to Dodger Talk. How are you tonight?
Hi, I'm fine. Thanks for taking my call.
My pleasure.
Actually, I'm quite embarrassed to be a Dodger fan at this point. I grew up with the Tommy Lasorda mentality of you show up with pride, you show up with your veterans. How can you let this Rocky team take you for 3 games and continue this streak to 11?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. If you're a member of the Philadelphia Phillies or San Diego Padres or New York Mets, are you liking what you're seeing coming out of Dodger Stadium? I mean, in terms of the.
I mean, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
We're our veterans. Well, you show up and you play. This is not over. The Rockies are in the midst of making a run here. Don't you have pride enough at your? This is in our home. This is our house.
Exactly.
How do you?
Well, I think we have to file this.
I want your opinion. I need some opinion because I'm really perplexed here. Give me some perspective.
All right, Brian, I'll give you some perspective. It's the very latest in a number of questionable lineups that Grady Little has put forth this entire year. If there's been one constant theme on Dodger Talk this whole year, it's been, what is Grady thinking with this lineup? And with Colorado right there in the middle of a pennant race, Dodgers have been eliminated. I thought for sure we were going to see if you will, a regular Dodger lineup. Not that I have a problem with watching Kemp and Loney and Martin and so forth, but boy, if you're a team that's in the race right now with Colorado, you're just stomping your feet, stomping mad at Grady.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's all.
I mean, I want Tommy Lasorda on some kind of talk show to explain it to me, because this guy is Dodger blue, and I don't get it. I don't get why Garcia Kent. I don't get why Ethier's not in. I don't understand it.
And Brian
are part of the organization.
Yeah, Brian, I can't explain it to you. All I can hope is that Ned Colletti and the management are listening to you and hear the frustration in your voice. But I'm with you. I don't understand. I just don't understand where the lack of effort came in this last week or so. And if you are a Dodger fan and you're watching your team drop 10 of 11 or 11 of 12 and you've been swept twice by the same team in a span of about 10 days, I mean, it is embarrassing. And it becomes about pride, and that's not the Dodger way that I grew up knowing anyway. But thank you, Brian. I appreciate it.
Hopefully we get some more callers, and we need to stop this, because this is our home. You can't come in our home and take 3 and expect us to just
right
by.
And they were relatively
the youngsters to flourish, but we need the veterans in there to make sure things happen in our house.
Right. Well, thank you, Brian, for the call. I appreciate it. And it is embarrassing to have a team come in here, and these were 3 relatively easy victories for the Rockies. 866-933-9898. Appreciate all the calls. We got a full board tonight. Gerardo, John, Jim, Victor, and Shane. Hang on. We'll get to you here in a second. KFWB News Time. 11:21, time for traffic on the ones. Here is Richard Turnage.
There's a SIG alert on the 91 freeway. This is a wreck we've been talking about last couple of reports. Highway Patrol has arrived. Paramedics working in the location as well. It's going to take a while to clear, so an alert posted. This again is on the 91 westbound before the 55 freeway in Orange County. Crash with the 2 right lanes blocked. And again, going to be shut down for a while. So definitely use caution here. This late in the evening, it's not going to cause a massive backup, so you don't necessarily have to jump off the freeway. But definitely be advised that the situation is there if you're heading toward this area. And be careful. Look for the slowdown. 10 westbound past Crenshaw, an accident there. Car in the center divider. It actually hit the center divider, bounced across all lanes, and is currently taking up the right lane at last check. In the Valley, 405 southbound at the 5 freeway, a crash that's still being looked into right shoulder. And just reported a minute ago, 5 freeway southbound at Lakewood Boulevard, injury crash. Reading the screen here, CHP indicating a single car accident. Car hit the center divider and is now well over the side. That is a situation where that car also went all the way across lanes and well over the side of the freeway. KFWB traffic sponsored by Carrier, the experts in heating and cooling. It's Carrier Cool Cash time through November 16th. Get up to a $1,200 rebate on a new Infinity system with Infinity Air Purifier. Call 1-800-CARRIER for a participating dealer near you. Carrier, turn to the experts. Next, KFWB traffic on the ones at 11:31. I'm Richard Turnage, KFWB News 980.
Attention homeowners, Wall Street investors, the federal agencies Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, along with IWillFundYou.com, are working together to bring you, the homeowner, the best loan products available in the marketplace today. IWillFundYou.com is proud to announce the True No Lender Fee Mortgage Loan. This True No Lender Fee Mortgage is available right now for all types of products, including but not limited to 30, 15, 10, 7, and 5-year fixed loans. IWillFundYou.com has the most competitive rates with no lender fees. IWillFundYou.com is delivering the straight facts and continues to serve the community with innovative products and aggressively continues to fund loans. Give IWillFundYou.com a call and ask about the True No Lender Fee Mortgage Loan today. Keep your hard-earned dollars where they belong, in your pocket. Call IWillFundYou.com and ask for the True No Lender Fee Mortgage Loan today. Call 877-595-FUND. That's 877-595-FUND. Licensed by the California Department of Real Estate, subject to terms and conditions.
Are you a little confused about finding a loan that's right for you? To be sure you're making the right decision, you need to have the right information. That's why we created the Mortgage Alliance Group. Don't make the same mistake so many Americans have made. Know the facts. The Mortgage Alliance Group has a network of lenders that can help. Did you know that the Fed has recently cut interest rates, which now create a great opportunity for homeowners? Call today, and our experienced professionals will help you make an informed decision that is right for you. Call 800-416-9747. That's 800-416-9747. We have loans available with fixed payments at a 4.2% rate, as well as 40 and 50-year fixed-rate loans. In this changing market, there are still excellent loans available. Call the Mortgage Alliance Group and let us do the shopping. Call now, 800-416-9747. That's 800-416-9747. 800-416-9747.
Following is an OnStar conversation.
OnStar Sarah, this is Octavia. How may I help you?
Hi, I just accidentally locked the door and my kids are inside the car.
Okay, ma'am. Are your kids in immediate danger?
Well, I mean, it's hot outside. I need to get in there right now.
All right, do you remember your 4-digit OnStar PIN number?
592.
In most cases, OnStar can send a signal to unlock your doors.
How old are your children?
They're only 1.5, twins.
Okay, and they're in the car seat?
Yep. In the car
Okay,
seat.
how long have they been in the vehicle so far?
I just closed the door and then realized my keys are sitting on the middle console.
Okay, now how hot is it
It's pretty hot. It's probably 80 degrees.
I'm sending a signal. Oh, it just unlocked.
Oh, thank you. This is the first time I've ever used OnStar, and I'm telling you, it's worth every penny.
Give the kids a hug and a kiss for me.
I will. Big one.
Remote door unlock is one of over 10 OnStar services included on most new Chevy vehicles. You won't find OnStar on Toyota, Honda, or Ford. To learn more, press your blue button or visit OnStar.com. OnStar, active.
KFWB Dodger Talk is sponsored by the new AT&T Tapatio Hot Sauce. Tap into the taste of Tapatio. StubHub.com. Sold out, so what? To order your Dodger tickets today, visit StubHub.com or call 1-866-StubHub. And the California Earthquake Authority, who would like to remind you that every day is earthquake season in California. Are you prepared?
A crowd of 51,999 see the Dodgers get spanked by the Rockies, final 10-4 at the stadium. Welcome back to Dodger Talk on KFWB News 980. I'm Bob Harvey, and back to the phones we go. Next up is John from Van Nuys. John, welcome to Dodger Talk. Nice to have you on board.
How you doing there, Bob?
I'm doing fine, sir. How about yourself?
Bob, first I want to give props out to the three main callers of Dodger Talk, even though we haven't heard one of them consistently for a while, and that's Jeff in Tarzana, a neighbor of mine. And,
is he? Okay.
Alex in Van Nuys.
Right.
The newcomer this year, the one that's a pleasure to listen to is Kate out in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I'm going to have Kate send me her resume, and I'm going to forward that to Dodger Stadium. She's a sharp lady.
Yeah, she is fun to listen to. Now, Bob, the thing I want to mention is, okay, I'm a frustrated Dodger fan like everybody else out there, okay? Los Angeles, is the last time I checked, was in the top 5 in population of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we need to have pride here, and I mean the management of the Dodger team. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, I heard from you guys a little while ago, a half hour ago, saying, oh, nothing's going to be done to this club.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, my wife and I are season ticket holders, and this is frustrating. I mean, if they had been 2 games back of Colorado for 3rd place, then I would have gone out to the stadium. Okay, but when they became 4 games back before this series started, I thought, I'm not going out here. You know, this is ridiculous. And I know this fair weather thing as a Dodger fan, that's fine. But Bob, you go out there, what have you got to cheer for?
Well, and, yeah, absolutely. And what's more frustrating is, and I know the youngsters are doing their best, and but it's just like there's no, there's no impetus to win this week. It's like, let's hurry up and get the season over. And, a couple of weeks ago, I had somebody from the Dodgers call here and call this show embarrassing. Well, I'll tell you what I'm seeing on the field this week is embarrassing. I mean, it's...
No, your show is not embarrassing. You're very good. And I mean, I thought Mr. Martinez was good too, but I mean, you're also good.
Well, thank you. And I didn't say that looking for a compliment or anything, but it's just like you got to be careful what you say to people, because sometimes it can come back and bite you right in the rear end. And what we're seeing this week is just not what you would expect from a Dodger team.
I mean, my wife went tonight, to get the blanket. She wanted to get the blanket. she's not going tomorrow night, but she's going Saturday night,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's going to Fan Appreciation Day. And I'm not going. I mean, I just have no desire. First of all, I know for a fact that Bonds is not going to play.
Right.
I really don't believe that for a minute.
No.
I think he's done for the season.
Yeah, he's got a bad toe, and there's no way they're going to trot him out there this weekend for Dodger fans especially.
Coming out to see him just because Bonds is playing, and I just don't believe that. And I don't mean to say that I'm a lousy Dodger fan. It's just there's nothing to cheer for now, Bob.
No. Well, and you can't even get behind this team right now because there doesn't, appear to be the capital E for effort. And I don't know what to say. I mean, I've been a Dodger fan my whole life, and I kind of view myself as more of a fan than I do a talk show host. And as a Dodger fan, I can't remember a stretch like this where they just seemed to fall off the map as quickly as they did. We're talking about a team that prior to the All-Star break was 13 games above 500. Now they've lost 10 of 11, and they don't seem to care.
Right, and earlier I was saying, well, they should put Tommy Lasorda as manager. But then I saw Lasorda at that birthday game, and I listened to that. Is there something wrong with him? Because he looks like he's sick or something.
No, Tommy's just he does so much for the Dodgers. And John, thank you for the call. I really appreciate it. Tommy does so much for the Dodgers. I wouldn't imagine the guy's probably worn out as much traveling as he does. A goodwill for the team, an ambassador for baseball. Love Tommy Lasorda, and he just does a lot for the game of baseball. Not to mention the Dodgers. KFWB News Time. 11:31, that is time for traffic on the ones, and here again, Richard Turnage.
Now a double dose of bad news on the 91 freeway. First of all, a SIG alert in Orange County, 91 westbound before the 55. Injury crash, unfortunately. The two right lanes have been blocked for a little bit. Traffic a little bit crowded as you approach there, and again, you do need to watch for it if you're heading this way. 91 westbound near the 55. Again, a SIG alert till further. And now, down the road from that a ways, we're getting word of a crash. 91 westbound past Long Beach Boulevard. This is reported to be on the right shoulder. That appears to be just a minor mishap. That is to say, nobody injured, but again, use caution there. 10 freeway westbound past Crenshaw Boulevard. An accident. Car hit the center divider, went all the way across the freeway, and is now blocking the right lane, so watch your step. Next, KFWB traffic on the ones at 11:41. I'm Richard Turnage, KFWB News 980.
If your industry's changing and you're looking for ways to earn more money, then listen.
Hi, I'm Robin Friedman. I grew up working in corporate America and spent 15 years in several rewarding and challenging positions. Eventually, I became a partner in an investment firm. I thought I had my dream job, but was working more than 80 hours a week to make other people wealthy. I was drained by the constant struggle to balance family and career. 8 years ago, I found Global Wellness Group and discovered a business model with a proven infrastructure and successful track record. I took control of my financial situation, replaced my six-figure income, and now own a multi-million-dollar international company, all on my terms.
Global Wellness Group wants to speak with success-oriented people that want more out of life. If you're looking to make a change, call Global Wellness Group at 888-590-3179. That's 888-590-3179. 888-590-3179.
Who knows where you can get a great deal on a new Chevrolet? At Sierra Chevrolet in Monrovia, the Panda knows. And right now, the Panda is telling everyone about Sierra Chevy's deal on a 2007 Tahoe LS at a sale price of $38,888. And after a $5,000 total factory rebate, net cost to you of $25,888. That's a net cost of $25,888. And now that you've heard from the Panda, it's time to make your move to Sierra Chevrolet of Monrovia. Just take the Mountain Avenue exit of the 210 freeway in Monrovia at the Giant Panda. Who knows where you can get a great deal on a new Chevrolet? At Sierra Chevrolet in Monrovia, the Panda knows. Chevrolet, an American revolution. Rebate in lieu of special GMAC financing. All prices plus government fees and taxes. Any finance charges, any dealer document preparation charge, and any emission testing charge. Subject to prior sale. One at this net cost. 268305. Expires 10/107.
The following is a paid commercial message.
David Bach's Finish Rich Minute is brought to you by Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, a division of Wells Fargo Bank N.A., equal housing lender and founding sponsor of the Great American Homeowner Challenge.
Hi, this is David Bach. The FBI reports foreclosure fraud is at an all-time high, having received more than 35,000 mortgage fraud reports last year, totaling almost $1 billion. Foreclosure fraud usually involves a company claiming they can help you keep your home. These rescue scams result in the homeowner losing the equity in their home or even signing away ownership completely without even realizing it. My tip today, if anyone approaches you with an offer that sounds too good to be true, walk away. Instead, contact your lender directly for a bona fide workout strategy. I'm David Bach. For more tips on smart home ownership, visit my website at davidbach.com.
Get free home buying guides for first homes, second homes, or investment properties by visiting davidbach.com. That's davidbach.com. Wells Fargo Home Mortgage is America's first choice in home financing.
KFWB Dodger Talk is sponsored by Concord Law. Change your career path by just 1 degree. And Bank of America, the official bank of Major League Baseball. And by the County of Los Angeles, who reminds you to recycle your car's used motor oil and filter. Zero waste. You make it happen.
159 games played, 3 games remaining, all against the Giants, beginning tomorrow night at Dodger Stadium. And the Dodgers will be in 4th place no matter what happens from here on out. Welcome back to Dodger Talk on KFWB News 980. I'm Bob Harvey, and it's time now for the Croton Trivia Contest. It's, I think, a pretty easy one tonight. Who leads the major leagues in runs batted in for the month of September? And by the way, this will be the final Croton Trivia Contest of the season. Be listening tomorrow morning during the 8 a.m. hour, and if you're the right caller with the right answer, you will win a Croton watch. Croton, crafting fine watches since 1878. Visit online at crotonwatch.com, and for retailers, call 1-800-443-7639. As it always happens, it seems, we've run out of time before we were able to get to all the calls. Shane is next up from Sun City, but if we don't get to your calls tonight, please call us tomorrow, or at least call us before the season wraps up on Sunday. Shane from Sun City, you're on. What's going on, man?
Hey, Bob.
Yeah, Shane, how you doing?
Okay, how you doing?
I'm good. Good. What's on your mind tonight?
I'm kind of frustrated with this Frank McCord and everybody in the management. I think it's really low of them. I think they got their nerve raising the prices on everything, and the product on the field is embarrassing, as you said.
Well, I don't know what's happened. I mean, at some point, I think Grady lost control of the clubhouse. This big split between the veterans and the younger players, and at some point, whether it was the Colorado sweep a week ago or something that had happened prior to that, this team internally or whatever, just said we're out of the race. We're not going to be able to make this thing happen. And since then, it's just been like a domino effect. The one game is worse than the game before. And I would like to think, I have to think that Frank McCord has watched this and is as disgusted with it as all Dodger fans are. We can hope anyway.
Well, I guess. He wants to claim he's part of this Dodgers organization. He's the owner, but he raises parking prices to $5, and he's going to raise merchandise prices. And I don't see how he can claim to be, part of this. And plus, our general manager is somebody who's worked for the Giants for 13 years.
Right. Well, and it's Shane, thank you for the call. I appreciate it. I do want to say that I'm a firm believer in that, if you win, you can take credit at the top and all the way to the bottom. If you lose, same thing's got to apply. And I'm sure that I'm sure. I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful that we're going to hear something from the Dodger owner and the general manager and the manager after this season's over, something that makes sense to you, Shane, and to the Dodger fans that can possibly explain what has happened here the last couple of weeks. We are back in 1 minute to wrap up Dodger Talk.
Pump 4 is on. Go ahead and fill.
Don't get conservative on your summer travel plans because of high gas prices. Just get a Garmin and make every trip more efficient. Garmin's portable navigators put a world of maps and travel info at your fingertips. Tap the screen to look up restaurants, hotels, and attractions, and get voice-prompted directions.
Turn right on Broadway.
Some Garmin navigators even list gas prices and can route you to the station with the cheapest fill-up. Garmin, don't just get there. Arrive.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
You can help ease your pain at the pump just by getting to AutoZone today. AutoZone has everything you need to stretch your tank of gas as far as it can go. What now? For a limited time at AutoZone, get 2 bottles of STP fuel injector and carburetor cleaner for just $3.98. When you add a bottle of fuel injector and carburetor cleaner to your tank, you can get better gas mileage and restore lost power and acceleration. Be sure to get to AutoZone before your next trip to the pump.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
All right, I promise tomorrow to stop by Voices Are Us and have something better for you tomorrow night. Our thanks to all of the callers tonight on Dodger Talk and to our great Dodger Talk support team. A. Martinez, Josh Cumming, Brian Pickering, studio producer tonight doing a bang-up job. Nice going, Steve. Steve Paylett. Traffic from Richard Turnage. The Guru, Say Chavez, is at the editor's desk. I'm Bob Harvey. I'll see you tomorrow night, right after the Dodgers and Giants Game 1, right here on KFWB.
You've been listening to KFWB Dodger Talk with your host, Bob Harvey, on your home for news, traffic, Dodgers, KFWB.
Dodgers Radio, KFWB, WB, 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 WB.